the first story we begin with tonight has had many a thumb tweeting, and the government is in the process of formulating a national police service gender relations policy, which will bar officers from intimate relationships and intermarriage. The new policy will also address sexual harassment within the service. Rose Wangwe starts us off with that report.
A bizarre incident earlier this month in which Police Constable Hadderson Wakise shot and killed his wife, Pauline Wakasa, a traffic police officer, sent shockwaves within the police service. In response to such, the government says it is in the process of streamlining gender relations among officers. Among the looming changes is an edict on intimate relationships.
We will adopt the system that has been adopted by the KDF, for example. You are officers. We do not expect you to live here and go to have affairs with your constables whom you are managing. When it gets to that point, one of you has to leave, because we must maintain a certain standard of conduct in the police service.
This means that officers will no longer be allowed to intermarry. Those already married across the ranks will not be affected by this change, the government says. Then there is sexual harassment.
Cases of sexual harassment in the service will be orderly room proceedings type of cases, and the officers who are involved should be stripped of their ranks and gotten out of the service. We cannot hope that if we are not disciplined ourselves, we will be able to discipline those who work with us, and will be able to offer competent and efficient services to our people. We can no longer live that way.
Matiang'i says a team has been formed to oversee the process of formulating the new standing orders and will be subject to approval by the National Security Council.
The police service is going to be a place of dignity in terms of how we serve.
The new regulations are to come in force in July. Matiang'i was speaking at the launch of a cadet training exercise in Nyeri County. Rose Wangwe, NTV.
What say you? Do you think relationships between senior officers and juniors should be barred? I cannot challenge the right of the Ministry of Interior to ban fraternization, is that the word? Yes, between members of the force. But as for whether it's a remedy to the violence we see between members of the police force, I'm not so sure. I think perhaps we should include mental assessments before persons are recruited to the police service, instead of just having them run round in circles, counting their teeth, checking their height. Something to think